Hey, it's Nika, and today I'm here with Lifeway Kefir. I'm so excited to share with you this Seasons of Change flow right here in the forest. So find a comfortable spot wherever you are in nature, hopefully. And if not, even if you're at home, you can connect to nature by connecting to your own body and your breath, which we'll do today. And of course, get your probiotics on with some Lifeway Kefir. And I love this. It's great for your gut health, great for immunity, digestion, just an overall pick-me-up. It's a really easy way to do it. And plain is one of my favorites because it's so versatile. You can make it sweet or savory. So find yourself in a comfortable position and let's begin. All right, so find yourself in a comfortable place. You can sit in rock pose like me or even just a cross-legged seated position, whatever you feel most comfortable with. I even recommend a cushion under your bottom to elevate your hips if you find any strain in your knees or it feels a bit uncomfortable. The main objective is just to come into a nice, long, tall spine, releasing our sits bones down into the surface that we're sitting on, those bones that protrude at the bottom of our pelvis, and then the crown of our head reaches up to the ceiling or up to the sky. And we'll just take our hands and place them palms down just to connect inward for a moment, rolling those shoulders up, back, and down a few times. Inhale on the upswing, exhale as the scapula glide down the back. And you can allow your eyes to float down, float closed. And let's reverse those circles, back, up, and forward. Inhaling, exhaling. Just opening up, lifting the heart space. And you can release the hands. Inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, let them drop. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale down. Last one. Inhale, exhale down. Closing your eyes. Sensing the space around you. If you want to brush off your body, just letting anything go from the day. Sensing where you are in space. Sensing your body 3-dimensionally, your kinesphere, so the sphere around your body. And with your mind's eye, let's take the breath in through the nose and watch it travel down to the base of your pelvic floor, which of course it isn't actually going to. It's filling your lungs, right? So we're filling our lungs as we inhale, expanding our back body, our side ribs, fully inflating 3-dimensionally. But imagine that breath going all the way down to the base of your pelvis, allowing your belly to expand, your rib cage all the way up to the base of your throat. And releasing, exhale, open mouth. 2 more times just like that, slowly filling up. Exhale, release. You can seal your lips now if you'd like. Allowing your head to nod side to side, looking over your shoulders if you'd like to flutter your eyes open. Inhale, sweep the arms up and hooking the thumbs. Inhale, lengthen through center. Exhale, up and over to the right as you gaze to the upper left diagonal. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, up and over to the left, gazing to the upper right diagonal. Creating space in the body. Inhale through center. Exhale, release, hooking the opposite thumb on top as you get nice and long in the center. Up and over to the right again. Opening up those intercostal muscles, maybe gazing upward. Lengthening through center and exhaling over to the side. Should feel good. Inhale, center. Exhale, circle out those arms, circle out the wrists. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. And make yourself comfortable in all fours. So hands under the wrists, under the shoulders. We're aligning the knees, the hips. Inhale, baby cat cow. Just send your head up towards your tailbone, releasing the belly. Exhale, navel towards the spine, concave. So some concave, convex curves here. You're welcome to tuck your toes under and then press the tops of your feet down. Doing whatever feels delicious to you here. As you connect your breath to the movement, feel free to invite some circles with the head and the pelvis. Gazing around the space, enjoying this beautiful scenery if you're outside, or even your beautiful home in whatever way you're going. Wherever you're practicing today, you can embrace that. And maybe even rocking a little front to back, really distributing the weight between the palms. You can allow your fingers to face toward you and gently sit back. I like to tuck my toes under to stretch the fascia at the bottom of the feet. And switching hands. Giving yourself a little underarm stretch, the forearms. They don't always get a lot of attention, so let's bring our minds, our bodies into harmony, paying attention to what needs a little more opening and expansion. Good. We're going to tuck our toes under. Inhale, gazing forward. Nice, long, tall crown of the head reaching away from the tailbone. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hover those knees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, send the hips up, the heels down in our first downward dog. You can pedal out your feet a little bit here, yawning open the back sides of the legs. Maybe rolling over the tops of the feet to stretch the ankles, and do whatever feels intuitive. Looking up and under. And now let's lift those heels up nice and high like we have high heels on. Lift the hips up to the ceiling. Bend the elbows out to the side. Parallel. Press the palms evenly into the mat. Send your hips a little higher and lower those heels, keeping the hips where they are. 2 more times. So inhale, lift the heels, bend the elbows, parallel, press the palms away, gliding the scapula down the back, high hips, and down with the heels, gazing up toward the upper inner thighs. Inhale, and press up, exhale down. Now 3 grounding breaths here in this down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, gently sealing, constricting the back of the throat, Ujjayi Pranayama, sensing that oceanic breath. 1 more time. Bringing the feet to touch. Inhale, sweep the right leg up and feel free to open the hip, flex the foot, point it, and circle out that ankle 4 times in one direction and 4 times in the other. You could bend your knee. Just do whatever feels delicious to you here. Good. And now right knee to right elbow, hover forward, activating that core strength, honoring our gut before and after we replenish it with probiotics. Flex to the back and cross the body. Right knee to the left elbow and through center, flex it back. Good. And right knee to nose and back. And this time we're going to cross the body 1 more time. Right knee to left elbow, stretch the leg across, planting that right hand down, right foot down, left foot down, and sweep up that left arm. Circle out that wrist 4 times outward, 4 times inward in our fallen triangle. Reach and curling back and flex that foot back up through center. And knee to nose, step it through into a high lunge. And pressing down with the arms as we stretch our legs and bend. Keeping our hips square to the front, finding a little more openness and mobility in the hip flexors. Be nice and gentle with yourself though. Keeping the front of the rib cage gently drawing inward so we're not splaying our ribs open. Good, and then we'll join our fingers to touch in a steeple grip overhead. Inhale, lengthen. We're gonna pitch and toe our back leg in and maybe even bring it in a little bit for our warrior 1. So the shoulders are going to glide away from the ears. Nice generous bend of that right knee over the right toes, the big toe and the second toe. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe we gaze upward, exposing the throat, opening up the heart. Or maybe we just stay here in center, framing the ears with the arms. Inhale, lengthen through center. Exhale, wider stance, take up space in your warrior 2. Making sure that you can see your arms in your periphery when you look side to side. Nice and strong. Flipping the front palm, reach forward, inhale, exhale, bring it back, reverse warrior. Option to bind that left hand into the inner right thigh, stretching that right leg, inhale, exhale. Inhale, bend, and cartwheel the arms, right, left to right. Bringing that foot to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of the head reaches away from the tailbone. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up all the way and join them overhead and glide them down to heart center, closing our eyes, listening to our bodies, feeling ourselves on 2 feet with our eyes closed. So just taking this time to check in. Notice, is there something we want to work on throughout this practice? We're already flowing, but setting that intention constantly and coming back to it. Notice it in your mind's eye. Is it patience? Is it focus? Just one thing at a time. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Inhale, feeling grounded. Absorb that air, that prana, that energized intention through your feet, all the way up your legs, through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, press the palms away, flipping them over. Sweep the arms up and glide them down to heart center. Reverse the swan dive. Inhale, lengthen up through center. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands down, step, float, or jump back to your plank, bending the elbows, bringing the chest down. Inhale, baby cobra. See if you can hover those hands, strengthening the back, hands under the shoulders. Exhale, down. Sending your hips back, wide knee, child's pose. Inhale, exhale. Taking a breath. Settling in, feeling the weight of your hips away from your head. On your next inhale, looking forward, bending the elbows, slither forward like a serpent. Slide your heart forward. Maybe you hover your thighs. Maybe you tuck your toes under, go through child's pose and send your hips up, or you can simply roll over your feet and arriving back here in your down dog. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale through the nose. Make some sound if you'd like. Letting it all go. Maybe shake your head out. One more time. This time, seal your lips on the exhale. Inhale, bring those legs together. Exhale, ground the heels, send the hips up. Inhale, lift up that left leg, open the hip, and feel free to circle out that ankle again, 4 times outward and 4 times inward. Feel free to bend the knee, rotate the hip, anything that feels good and delicious for you here. Enjoy. We're gonna take that left knee to the outer left elbow, hover forward, and flex and kick it back through center. Cross the body now. Left knee to the right elbow, hovering, center, and kick it on back. Flexing that foot. Feeling the stretch in the right hamstring, the back of the right leg. Knee to nose, stepping through center, hovering through center. Flex it back. We're gonna do that cross body fallen triangle again, so you can cross the left to the right, planting that left leg down, peeling open the right arm and gazing up to it as we circle out that wrist. Reaching long, replacing the hand down, flexing that leg through center. And knee to nose, we're gonna step through to our high lunge. Good, establishing this place. Nice and strong. Stretch and bend. We're gonna breathe in, inhale, and exhale, bend. 2 more times, staying strong, keeping that hip forward. I know it's tempting to open it up. Good, and on our next plie, as we bend this left knee, tracking it over the big toe and the second toe, we're going to steeple grip again. We're going to bring in that back leg a little bit and have it turned out 45 degrees with the toes. Our hips are facing forward. We're reaching upward, lengthening through the side body, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe we choose to bring our focus up as we continue to reach up those index fingers to the sky, to the heavens, exposing our hearts and our throats, our vocalization, our expression, our communication. Keep that generous bend in the left knee, coming back to center if you were open. Bringing the palms to touch, inhale. Exhale, turning it out to your warrior 2, nice and wide and broad. You can also flip your palms upward, feeling the scapula glide down the back, and then just flip the palms back to find this position for yourself. Breathing in and breathing out. Breath is their key to success here. whatever that means. We're not looking to achieve anything, but we're looking to flow. So flipping that front palm, inhale, exhale, back to our reverse warrior. You can glide that right arm down the left leg, or you can choose to bind it on the inner left thigh. Feeling how in this constriction in the spine, notice where the air goes. Notice how you have that gentle constriction, so you really have to work to send the breath low into the pelvis. Filling those lungs, stretching that front leg, and adding a bend. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, bend, cartwheel the arms. Right leg meets the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up all the way. Coming back down to prayer pose, right where we started. And allow those palms to come forward as we arrive here in our mountain pose. You can close your eyes again for a moment. Checking in with where you are. We're gonna flow through that entire sequence again a little faster. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down, pressing them down. Inhale, arms back up. Glide them down to heart center and reverse the swan dive, up and out. Fly and float all the way down. Planting the hands, step, float, or jump, bending the elbows to protect the joints. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, rolling over the feet, downward dog. Inhale, lifting up the right leg. Exhale, bringing knee to nose, stepping through into our warrior one. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Reversing that front palm, reaching forward, sending it back to our reverse warrior, optional bind. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretching the front leg for an inhale, exhale. And inhale, bending the front knee, cartwheel the arm. Bringing the left to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Glide them down to heart center. Press the ground away. Grounding down into the earth. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, gliding down to your midline, to your heart. Inhale, focus up to the sky. Lengthen as long as you can and float down. Planting the hands down, step, float, or jump. Plank, chaturanga, upward dog. And downward dog. Left leg reaches long. Knee to nose, stepping through to our warrior one. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, coming to warrior two. Flipping our front palm, reaching forward. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, stretch that front leg. Exhale, back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, stretching that front leg. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, bend the knee. Cartwheel the arms, left, right. Framing the front foot. Right meets left. Inhale, sit into your chair now. So see if you can lift up all of your 10 toes, facing forward. Sit back into your chair and lower your hips down a little bit more. So the weight's a little more into the heels. And then replace those toes down. We'll bring the hands down to heart center. Inhale, up and over, left elbow to the outer right thigh. Crown of the head reaching away from the tailbone. Hands to heart center, gazing upward. Chair twist, detoxifying posture. How do we rid ourselves or let go of what we no longer need anymore? Twists are great for that. Patience, check out your knees, make sure that they're in line. One isn't passing the other. Option to open up and fly here. Gazing upward. I know it burns. Keep sitting down into your chair, engaging the midline, activating the adductors, your inner thighs. Breathing in, breathing out. Bringing the hands to heart center if they were open. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Sweep it down, sweep it up into our chair again. We have two sides. Hands come through heart center, up and over. Right elbow to the outer left thigh. Inhale, exhale. So we're keeping our hips forward, but we're rotating and spiraling our chest, our rib cage around. Possibly open up those arms to fly. Breathing in, breathing out. You can do it. Keep it up. Feel the burn. But we're gonna turn it down a notch in just a minute. We're almost there. Bring those hands to touch if they were open. Inhale, stand up through center. Exhale, fold forward, nice job. You can actually take now 2 fists width between your feet and just fold it down and ragdoll. So just take a moment here to recalibrate. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Maybe you flutter your lips. Let it all go. I even like to take my hands and clasp them gently behind the back of the skull, lengthening out the occiput and the back side of the neck, offering some gentle traction so the crown of the head reaches towards the ground. If this feels too intense for your hamstrings, feel free to add a generous bend to your knees so you can rest your torso on your thighs. This is meant to be accessible for everyone. It should feel nice. Taking another breath here, letting the low back go. And release those arms. Option to slip your hands underneath of your feet so that your wrists kiss your toes. Inhale, lengthen away the crown of the head away from your tailbone. Exhale, bend the elbows, crown of the head towards the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out. It should feel good, like a little massage under the feet. You can feel how it opens up the channels up the leg. Both legs, feeling your connection to the earth. One more breath here. And you can let those hands come out. Come to sit now, really nice and slow. How much can you control it? Nice work. And we're gonna come into a boat posture. So we're gonna balance on our tailbone here. You're gonna sit back a little more than your sits bones. So your sits bones are in front. You're gonna come back to your tailbone. Legs can be here at 90 degrees, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, reaching the fingers actively forward, bringing the knees in closer to your chest. Option to extend those legs upward into a V, and maybe your arms come up too. Breathing here, activating the core, feeling this connection. You can always choose to stay right here, or even if that's enough, if this is enough, then stay right here. So we have options. Breathing in, breathing out. Woo. It's a good challenge. It's a good challenge finding our center, right? For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a hug. Nice. I know that's a lot. Good. So you're gonna shake it out. Release your legs out. Shake, shake, shake. So it doesn't matter how wide your legs go. They can be more narrow, wherever it feels comfortable for you. Just find a comfortable seat and remove the flesh from underneath of the sits bones. So move out the tissues, the flesh, the muscles, and really allow yourself to feel the root, the ground there, and flex your feet and point your feet. Flex and point. You good. And you can also rotate those ankles. Notice the femur head, the thigh bones rotating outward from the tops of the hips. Good. And you're gonna reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, gliding down through center. Planting the left hand down, spiraling, open the right arm. You're gonna thread the needle underneath, reaching forward, and you can actually clasp the left over the right and gaze upward. I'm looking up at the trees. This canopy is stunning. Wherever you are though, embrace this place. Feeling that twist, letting go. Every inhale creating more space. Every exhale letting go more. Another breath here. Placing that left hand back down. Inhale, sweeping the right arm back up and replacing the right hand down. Left arm sweeps up. Same thing, other side. Thread the needle underneath of the right shoulder, under the armpit, clasping the right hand on top of the left. And you can use that as an anchor to gently inhale, lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Exhale, spiral gaze to the ceiling. Keeping your breath as your anchor, and if your mind wanders, that's okay, just come back. Stay strong, stay focused, stay present above it all, and forgive yourself if you vary, if you tend to go one way or the other, your mind travels and thoughts come up. That's only natural. Replacing that right hand down, left arm comes up. Good. I'm getting a little dirty here because I'm right here in nature. How fun. Shake, shake, shake. Good. Shake it out. And then we'll take ourselves into this double attitude, bend both knees. So if you'd like to have a cushion or a blanket underneath, if this is too much for your knees or your hips, feel free to modify it as needed. We're just gonna roll our hip front and back. I have my right leg forward and my left leg back. We're just gently opening up the hip. And I'm gonna take my right hand behind me. Inhale, lift the hips up, sweep that left arm around. Draw a giant circle or two around. Up, 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 feeling that nice stretch in the side body and the hip flexors right here. And once you come to your second circle, reverse those circles, come back the other way, release the hips down, spiral over your shoulder and other direction. Left and right. We'll start just by rolling our right hip front to back. Sigh, let it go. Make any sounds that feel good for you. And then plant that left hand down, lift the hips up, sweep the right arm up and around, drawing two giant circles. Should feel like a nice stretch as well for the quadriceps. Reach and lengthen, let your eyes be a part of this, and reverse the circle, spiral over that right shoulder. Good. And we're gonna roll to our backs now. So find yourself at the bottom edge of your mat, have some room. And I like to slowly articulate, get a little extra core work in, because why not? Feeling that control and that sweet release. Good. And you're gonna bring your heels in a little bit closer to your sits bones. We're gonna do a few bridges. So you're gonna roll up, lifting up your tailbone, your lower back, middle back, and finally hovering here. Keeping your knees facing forward, all 10 toes facing forward. So parallel hips. And then you're going to retreat from the upper back, middle back, and finally your lower back, your tailbone, coming down back to the mat. Like a massage. Inhale up. Exhale, release. You can shimmy your shoulders right and left underneath, maybe clasp your hands. Give yourself a little extra boost to lift those hips up higher. Pressing firmly into the feet, all four corners making contact with the ground. Love this, the conversation with the birds. They're into it. Inhale. Exhale, release those hands slowly, slowly, one vertebra at a time, articulate back down. Option here to go into your full wheel. So you can have like 2 pizza platters in your hands, like let those fingers face down towards your shoulders. Bring your feet in a little closer. Inhale, prepare crown of the head up. Exhale, push into the hands and feet and allow your pelvis to lift. You can walk it in a little if you need. And this should feel like a beautiful heart opener. Nice pelvic stretch. Maybe you look side to side. Let your jaw go, releasing the neck. This can be a very energizing posture, so if you need a little pick-me-up, sometimes it offers just that. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, you can tuck the chin to the chest. Slowly come down. Good. And you can allow yourself to shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Woo! We did it. This is a nice little snack of a class. We're not going to go for a full hour. So you can hold on to the knees and gently circle around. Be really firm with your grip, you know. You want to be direct with your body and your communication with it. Because we are living in this vessel, we want to be truthful, and the body does not lie. So let's do the same back. Be honest with our bodies. Good. We can give ourselves a little hug, a little squeeze, a rock side to side. Good. And then we'll allow both of the knees to fall over to the left. You can have cactus arms, so goalpost, 90 degrees, look over the right shoulder. Gentle spinal twist. If you need a little more stretch, you can cross the legs. Inhale, center. Exhale, legs over to the left. Look over the, inhale, legs over to the right. Look over the left shoulder. Get our left and right mixed up sometimes. An option to cross over if you need that little extra squeeze, a little extra sensation. It's up to you. Relaxing and resting here. Finding this place for yourself to let go. And back to center. And give yourself one more hug. Good. We're gonna finish with a happy baby here. So flex your feet, reach for the outer edges of the feet. You're gonna kick your feet up toward the sky, and with the hands, gently press them down to the floor, keeping your whole torso nice and heavy on the ground. You can look side to side with your head, massaging out the skull. This should feel like a really nice hip opener. And if this is too intense for you, then you can also hold on, like we were doing before with the knee circles, with the hip circles. You can hold on just below the knees, tops of the shins, and just rest here. This is great. If you need a little extra support, you can put cushions or blocks underneath. Otherwise, staying here in your happy baby. Option to open up one side or the other side. Open up. If you want to open both legs, yeah, feel free. Explore. Maybe you rock and roll your baby. And give yourself one more hug. Resting. Lengthen out those legs now. You deserve it. Nice little restoration. Close your eyes if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Finding yourself nice and heavy on the earth. Letting yourself drift away from any tasks or to-dos. And simply sinking heavier into the earth, into this body. Feel yourself sinking. Feel yourself held. And you can totally stay here longer. I actually recommend, if you have a wall, to even go up next to your wall so you can allow everything to just drain down. Simply taking this time however you need it so you can restore and let go of any thoughts. Notice your thoughts, but allow them to pass, just like clouds or like clips in a movie. One by one, they can go. If your legs are up, that feels great to have that anti-gravity effect. Yes. And just listen. Notice the sounds within you and around you. Having gratitude for your body, for your senses, for being able to communicate with yourself, listening to your vessel, your body, and therefore being able to communicate better with others. Feeling that sense of gratitude. You can start to wiggle. If your legs were up the wall, you can allow them to slowly come down. You're welcome to pause this and stay here a lot longer if you need. Otherwise, we're going to start to create some movement. Maybe you circle your wrists, your ankles, your fingers and toes. Lengthen out as long as you can. And give yourself one more hug. Massaging out the sacrum, the back, the low back. And then come to one side in a fetal position. Make yourself comfortable here. Just resting, feeling the earth beneath you. Taking a moment to just feel supported and safe again. Because you are safe. Safe in your body. You can trust your body. It's miraculous. It does beautiful things for you. You can press that top hand into the mat and come to a seated position. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down once more. And bring the hands to heart center. If you want to keep your eyes closed, please feel free to. And we'll bow our heads in gratitude. With joy, love, and peace, I honor you. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Thank you to Lifeway Kefir for sponsoring this wonderful class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you feel a little more rested yet energized, just giving you whatever it is that you need in your day. I'm enjoying being out here in nature, and yeah, I hope you can do the same, because as much as possible, I think nature can give back to us. We just have to give back to nature. So by caring for Mother Earth, by doing our part, you know, she also constantly supports us. So how can we be better humans? How can we make ourselves better each and every day? And it always starts with these practices, with these mindfulness moments, and being aware. How can we make changes if we aren't self-aware? In these seasons of change, I hope that you will take these questions into consideration, and thank you so much. Again, my name is Nika. I'm so grateful to be here in beautiful Mother Nature. Thank you to Lifeway Kefir. Get your probiotics on. I love it. And I'm so excited to be joining you again for a few more classes here in October. So stay tuned. Have a beautiful day and move from your gut.